What's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my Motorsport Manager career mode on the PC game. If you have missed the last episode number 5, then go check that one out. A big episode, really, because we did a lot of things. We had our first 2 races with our new star driver, and we also did an engine upgrade, which was rather exciting. And it was, 2 really interesting races in terms of strategy. And in the last race of that episode, we mucked up a little bit, and a lot of you guys were not going too hard on me, and I think we can try and improve at Guildford. And as I said, we live and you learn. I think I definitely need to look at the race indicator, the rain indicator a lot more, especially if we're leading the race, because we really did throw away basically a race win there. But we're still looking good, as you can see. A little bit of an overview on the team stats. We're looking pretty damn good apart from the car, but obviously we're going to try and improve that. Probably more so into the next season with 7 races out of 10 actually, so we're actually in the second half of the season really, so soon enough we will be able to use the money we're putting away every single race to try and improve the car. But for the first time last race we were in the red zone for the team objective, so I have to look at that and see how that goes. But we've got an interview here that we'll do. First of all, 2 questions. So you must be delighted with the podium that Cruz got last weekend. Yeah, it's a great result for us, but I rather might go for, I'm fairly happy, but we can do better. I think we can do better for next race, so I'm going to click that and see how everything goes. So in terms of morale, Sadat's all good, Chairman's good, Cruz a little bit down, but remember, if you remember from last episode, I think it was, we learned that Cruz is feeling a little bit blue. He's got that trait that's feeling blue, minus 30 morale, so his morale might not actually peak any higher than that potentially. And Sadat struggled down in 13th. Wasn't a great driver, but I'm not worrying, he's a good driver. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. I'm not going to patronize him too much, even though we do know he is infinitely worse than Cruz is now at this point, because if you remember, obviously in terms of the stars, Cruz is 3, going on 4 and a bit potential, Sadat 2 and a bit, and his potential is 3 and a bit, which basically matches Cruz if Sadat ever reaches his potential. So clearly there's a difference there, but I'm not going to go too hard on him. But anyway, let's continue on. I believe we're going to get repairs done and also reliability work done here, you can see, and then we can finally get on into actual improvement of parts. So we continue on here, should be done literally there. So we're going to pause it here. Factory staff idle now because they've come back with their work. We've got a bit of news here. What on earth is this? Okay, this is another GMA things for the politics. So for 2017, the tyres. So next week, however, the bosses of the European season are meeting to discuss the switch between more durable American tyres. So this is almost like a debate that we're having in real life almost, of wanting to switch to more durable tyres, or at least the drivers would want to and the teams would want to. So that's very similar. So that's something we have to kind of vote on, I'm guessing, very soon. I'm guessing we move on here in the calendar. Yeah, there you go. It's in a few days' time. But meanwhile, our car is now idle because we've done everything we can on the factory staff. And everything is looking spick-span, as you can see. Pretty much the only thing we could improve is this rear wing. So I'll put that on. But that is very quick. That's going to take 22 days before the race. That's all good. But everything would be, in theory, 100% reliable. So that's looking really good. So the only thing we can do, really, is... well, we could potentially do another upgrade, but I don't know if we have really the money for it, because I'm just not too sure how much we're going to be losing next race. Because as you can see, the income we're getting is minus 541,000 per race, because we are in a deficit due to the amount we're paying the drivers. So we have to always count on getting good results. So at the moment, I'm a bit hesitant to do these 2. And also next race, it says the engine's crucial, which we've already got. We've already got a great engine now with Cruz in his car. 112 performance compared to 76 that we had before. So looking all good. I don't think there's much else to talk about really until the actual meeting here with the politics. Although, bit of mail here, factory stuff idle, I know that. Okay, Sadat's birthday. It's Sadat's birthday. Should we get him a nice present? I hear he's a bit touchy about his birthday. A card will do. Let's throw a big party. Nah, a card will do. A card will do. Fuck off. Right, it's time to vote on these new tyres. So, Corte tyres are all about endurance. They might not be fast as Brutus tyres, but they last longer. So, what am I going to vote for? This rule will benefit cars that are easy on tyres, and it will not benefit cars that struggle with tyre wear. So, that's basically a lot of our opponents. Vexella, Octane, Predator. In terms of us, it doesn't give us what we're good at, so we have to think about what we were good at. In terms of tyre wear, Cruz is really good at taking his tyres. Remember last race, he was really good at taking the soft tyres. Sadat not so much, but I have to think of Cruz obviously because he's the better driver. And if the tyre rule is gonna hinder our main rivals, which are all around us, you know, Octane, Vexala, and Predator, they're all near us in the championship. So I feel like going for 4 will be one for us. I think if we vote 4, I think that's going to put us in the boat we want to be in. So we're going to vote 4. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be 4, 4, and then 2. So we'll see. We'll see. It might be quite close in terms of 4, but the undecided might kick in here. You know, one of these guys might change. Let's see. Alright, so far we've got 4 votes for 4, because we've got one guy over here that's used 2 of his voting powers. Now we've got 7 times 2, because we've got 2 times there. So I think we've got this in the bag. Yeah, we do. I'm pretty sure we do have it in the bag. Approved. So for the next season, we have literally just made some change in the series. So far, everything's been rejected from the GMA. This has been approved. We will have a more durable tyres. Can't speak. Have more durable tyres for the next season in the 2010. I can't speak here today. 2017 season. Excuse me. I've literally just woken up like an hour ago, and I just can't speak for some reason. But anyway, we've got more durable tyres. So hopefully that'll be quite good. You know, teams like Octane, Vexala, they might go down in the order, and we can benefit obviously. Right, so not much else to talk about, actually, surprisingly. Actually, usually there's quite a bit more to actually do pre-race, but we've actually gone through everything pretty much quite fast, and nothing really has occurred in terms of our car. We don't want to improve it yet, because obviously, as I mentioned about the budget, I want to actually see what's going on first. So, in terms of our sponsor, top speed is crucial, medium speed corners, so the suspension is crucial, and high speed corners crucial. Rear wing needs to be good. The race apparently looks clear, which is good for us. In terms of our sponsor, I want to go for Northern Harbour again and really try it again. I think with Cruise we could do it this time if we just don't muck up the strategy. In terms of part fitting, I think they're pretty much all content with everything. I mean, we've pretty much got everything good we're given to Cruise, apart from things like the gearbox where we're given to Sadat, and also the suspension. Although suspension is very, very important here, so I'm going to swap these around actually, because it did say it was crucial there. So overall, obviously Cruise is getting better the car, what we want there. So continue on with, what was it? Northern Harbour, yeah. So we're going to have to try and get second or above, and we could get 880,000 bonus there, which would see us 200,000 in the green. Obviously, that is, yeah, the cost of per race, I'm not going to lie, is a little bit annoying, but eventually we'll get that up. Right, practice time here at Guildford, the British Grand Prix. You can see the kind of fake Silverstone wing here in the background. We're going to go, obviously, with the 2 drivers as per usual. We're going to change the setup. Let's look at the kind of default setup we're going to go into. So the mechanics really want to go for understeer here. So, what are we going to do? We're going to bump up the rear wing, because they did say that was quite crucial. In terms of downforce... Okay, wait, no, hang on. It did say rear wing was crucial, but perhaps they mean low downforce. I don't know. The mechanics want us to go towards low. So let's just do that first and kind of see how everything goes. So handling, we want to kind of get it into the understeer zone here. Okay, I'm going to go for that with Sadat. Very, very, very aggressive here in terms of the downforce, the handling, the speed balance. Very aggressive, especially on the spring stiffness. We went really pretty much all the way to the end. Gear ratio we kept in the middle. We're going to put Sadat on the soft tire, and we're going to also put Cruise on the soft tire. We're just going to do soft tire running for this practice session, I've decided, because I think really looking at last episode, the soft tire is the one for us. We perform a lot better. The super softs we don't really do as well on those. We might do a little stint with Cruise on super softs, because there is potential that we could go firstly on the super softs on his stint, because obviously he's starting more towards the front end of the grid, being lower in the championship, having only come in. For Cruise, it's all very much in the middle. So you know what? I'm going to keep it in the middle. We're going to go a little bit more top speed, potentially. So we'll go a little bit rear wing, a little bit front wing. We'll go down one little click there. So that's all I'm going to change there. Soft tires. But unlike Sadat, strangely, the mechanics are all very kind of neutral there. So that's a little bit odd. But we'll continue on, take the practice, and see how things roll. Okay, we brought Cruise in after pretty much only 1 lap, because everything was very off in terms of the setup. In terms of knowledge, we're looking very good on the soft tire and the race trims. That's fine. So, he said downforce was okay, handling good, speed balance good, so we can get everything a lot better. Looks like he wants a bit more oversteer, I should say. Speed balance, probably going towards more top speed. He did mention the gear ratios were too short, so we got a little bit longer on that to get the kind of top end speed up. In terms of downforce, I don't know what he wants. Maybe he wants higher downforce here, so we might have to think about that. So let's go to about there. Handling he liked, but we could get a bit more oversteer in the car. Right, I'm going to go for that. We've gone for higher downforce, more top-end speed, and then handling. We've done a little bit click to the oversteer. We'll see how that works out for him. So we'll go for another 2 laps, same set of tyres, send them out there. So hopefully that will improve. At the moment, Sadat's still going round. I'll let him finish his 2-lap stint, whereas Cruz, he came in straight away because I really want him to try and get a longer stint, but on a setup that he likes. So race trim up to 1, soft tyres up to 1. In no time at this rate, look at the rate the soft tyres going up. Jesus. At that rate, we will get level 2 on the soft tyres, which is really what I want. I think that'll be really good for us to get level 2 for once for a set of tyres. That's looking good. So let's hopefully see if Cruz enjoys the difference of setup. At the moment, a little bit confused at what we actually want. You know, usually I'm quite clear on what the setup needs to go towards, but lately, last 2-3 races, the setup has not been as clear to me as it used to be. Okay, Sadat is in. He really did not like this setup, so the extreme the mechanics were giving us were all wrong. Look at that. Look at that. I think I just need to start ignoring the mechanics thing. I think it's a little bit broken, perhaps, because it just really isn't. It's the exact opposite of what we want. So we want high downforce. We're going to ignore whatever this says. So go really high downforce. We're going to keep the top end speed. So gear ratio go quite long there. Suspension, Sadat wanted even harder, but he didn't like the understeer. So actually we're going to go a little bit kind of midway. Tyres, we're going to make sure they go into the oversteer portion. So a lot of negative camber there. And we're going to keep it at that. So it goes exclamation mark, but it's fine. We'll ignore it. We'll ignore it. Race trim now. The soft tyres are nearly complete, so we'll go race trim and we'll go on the super soft finally now and get a bit of knowledge on those tyres. Right, Cruz has got very high knowledge of the setup, so we're going to bring him in now. So he hasn't finished his entire 4-lap stint, but we've got soft tyre level 2. He also likes the setup there now, so that's good. Good, good, and excellent, wasn't it? I think. Let's see. It's good, good, and it is great. So we're looking good. So what should we change a little bit? Maybe go a little lower on the downforce, just a tad lower on the downforce, tad lower like that much I'm saying, and then the handling, maybe a little bit more oversteer, we can manage it. Right, race trim will do 2 laps, and now we'll go on the super softs, because we got level knowledge 2 on the soft tyre, so let's try and get the knowledge of the super softs up a little bit. By him going out, he won't have enough time to really... I think he'll finish 1 lap, just about. He'll finish 1 lap just about as he comes out the pits, because it takes about 1:36 to do an entire lap. And with Sadat already going around, hopefully we can we might just about miss out on level 1 the super softs, but that's fine. But the setup is looking much better for Cruz. Sadat not too much. He does say the aero setup is much better, so we'll see. Hopefully, you know, just before the race we'll get his setup right. But yeah, clearly the mechanic recommendation was completely all wrong in that instance. Right, it's race time, and look at this. It said it was going to be dry, but no, it's raining. Of course it is here at the British Grand Prix. So, we've got some work to figure out in terms of what tyre we're starting on. Let's go with the empty slot. So, for Sadat, we're going to go race trim. I'm going to go pit stop. Ooh, and actually, no. Let's try the... I was going to go pit stop because I thought maybe we might have to definitely make some pit stops with it raining. But the level 2 soft tyres is the first time we got level 2. So I want to see how that pans out for both our drivers. So we'll go race trim and soft tyres there. I don't know what this is. Sweeter spots. The green sweet spot in qualifying. Oh, in qualifying. So we don't do qualifying in GP3, so it doesn't matter. So car setup. Oh, he says top speed is excellent, but he's poor on these others. So we do need to change some things with Sadat. So... the thing is with Sadat said the handling was much better for him, and he liked the aero changes. So I'm going to keep it at these 2, even though it does say poor. I think these little exclamation marks, the mechanic recommendations, I think they maybe had like a glass of wine or something, or like a beer before they came into work, because clearly they're a little bit drunk. They don't know what they're talking about, because Sadat says the car's feeling good. So in terms of what tyres we're starting on, is it damp enough for inters? It's going to get drier, actually. Good thing I looked at this. So, we're going to start on the dry tyre. There's no doubt about it. We have to start on the dry tyre because it will be getting drier by the minute, because the sun's going to come out straight away, so there's no point. Hopefully that means the AI cars might stupidly start on the inters, and that'd be great for us. So we're going to start on the soft tyres for both these guys, actually, I think. And in terms of the setup, he said it was okay on the handling. So does he want even more oversteer, potentially? Even more oversteer? Right, tweaked it a little bit. We've gone handling a bit more oversteer. Downforce the same. Speed balance a little bit more towards top end, which he said was great and great. So no excellence there for Cruz, but it's fine. And he had pretty decent pace. On the soft tyre, as I mentioned, 10 laps of fuel, 23-lap race. Let's see. Hopefully the rain is going to spice things up, and maybe potentially might mean a lot of the AI cars maybe might be on inters, but saying that, I highly doubt it. Well, remember, we can get second or above, and we get 880,000, so we really need to go for that, and I'm hoping we can get redemption and finally get Cruz the win he deserves. Right, so Cruz starts third on the grid because he's 18th in the championship. Of course, he's only come into the championship 2 races ago, so that's expected. And then Sadat here is going to be in 16th place, finishing 5th there. And we got all our rivals here of Garuda in 20th and 19th. Obviously, they're leading 1-2 at the moment in the championship. They're just too damn good. They start last, the second last and last, and they always end up always over here, which I guess is what we want to do with Sadat. But with Cruz, we're starting up here, and we still haven't managed to beat them up here, so that's something we do need to work on. So let's go. We go to 5 red lights for the British Grand Prix. Everyone's on dry tyres, but it's raining at the moment, quite heavily actually. But we're off from the grid, and third place has got a shocking start there. So Cruz up into second place already, but look at the rain in this circuit here, and we're all on dry tyres. So we're really counting on it drying up very, very shortly. But Cruz into first place there actually, as I was looking at the wet weather. So great stuff for Cruz at the moment, going purple in the first sector. So he's done a really good job there. Sadat in 15th, still struggling, but look at the spray coming off all these cars here. So very, very damp conditions. These guys must be tiptoeing around really, but soon it will be getting dry. You can see the sun is going to come out in probably about 2 laps time, so looking good at the moment. Cruz leading the way as we go through the kind of, I don't know, I'm going to say this is like a fake stow or something like that, and Cruz doing well. Purple sector again, second sector. Sadat goes down the order a little bit, but he's in 14th place, and he goes up into 13th. Nice little move there. So looking very nice, looking very nice. You can see the rain's already started to stop coming down. You can see Cruz sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix as he crosses the line in first place. Sadat still battling away here for 13th, but you can see clearly already, look around the screen, no rain. So that kind of forecast is correct. The rain is going to come down. The dampness on track is going to come down, and we're doing a pretty decent job. So let's take a look at this now. So Cruz got a commanding lead at the moment already. The tyres, let's see. I just want to look at these and see how long he can take the tyres. 15 laps he can take the tyres. So if he can take them 15, that means the tyres go longer than the fuel will. So we're going to go with pushing at the moment. We'll maybe drop that down to neutral soon. And basically we're going to burn out the fuel a little bit faster at the moment. Then we'll use some more tyre wear while we put the engine down to high. That's going to be the kind of way we do it. Actually, you know what? Let's put it down to high already now. Let's put on to medium, actually. Let's cruise a little bit. No pun intended. And let's see how things go. So pushing on the tyres, but the fuel okay. Sadat in the meanwhile, he's struggling. He's down in 17th place. So he really needs to get a move on here. Engine, though, we're going to put down to high because I don't want to burn out all the fuel before we run out of tyres. But Sadat, not doing a great job, it looks like. He's really going down the order. I don't know why. Right, Sadat up into 16th place. He's in a bit of a train here, so I'm hoping he can try and overtake 15th, who's just gone up into 14th place. That will be Arbeloa, our main man. Arbeloa and Dembele battling away on track. I just love the fact they've got footballers' names. It's great. So Sadat still in 16th. Hopefully he closes up on these two, but the thing is, it doesn't seem like he has pace, which I don't understand. It's a little bit weird. I think it might be a little bit of a glitch in the game. Maybe it will be patched soon. But the thing is, with the mechanic's recommendation, it had the exclamation mark, but I ignored it. But I have a feeling that actually was true, that it really was saying it was the wrong setup. But Sadat was telling me something different out on track, which is rather confusing, but might be a reason why he's struggling. Whereas you remember Cruz's setup, he had no issues with it. There was no poor part of Cruz's setup. Although saying that, let's look at this. Melo and Sabado setting purple lap time behind Cruz, but you can see the gap he's got at the moment. A commanding lead, a very Vettel-esque lead at the moment with Cruz. You just need to make sure that we keep on looking at this indicator. It's going to get drier and drier by the minute, so I don't think we'll have an issue with the pit stop this time round in the race, thankfully. But you can see, rather large gap. We're just cruising around with Cruz. That time I didn't mean pun intended. Anyway, let's look at Sabat here. Sadat there. I changed his D to a B. Okay, we're in 12th place, so that's good. He's overtaken 13 and 14, these two cars, which were, well, let's see. No, actually, Arbeloa could just continue on ahead of him. So both Sadat and Arbeloa are making progress here. Dembele on the super soft tyres going down the order. Dembele's the one right here in 11th place, so we should be able to overtake him. But saying that, Dembele overtakes someone else, and he's battling for 10th place at the moment. Doesn't have it from what will be Vananen. These names, man. Vananen, I think. Sadat up into 10th place. He's overtaken Dembele. Good stuff, Sadat. Good stuff. His tyres are a little bit hot right now, so we're going to go neutral here and push on the fuel a little bit more and actually go medium on the fuel. Let's try and stretch this out a little bit more, but he is right behind Claudia here, so actually saying that, come on, let's try and overtake Claudia here. If we could overtake Claudia and then back Claudia up, that would be great for us in the championship as well. Sadat has overtaken Claudia just then, so we're looking good. We're going to neutral, medium there, so we're going to just keep things calm now with Sadat in 9th place. So he's looking very good. He's made some good progress here in this first stint. Meanwhile, Cruz still coming across the line on lap 7, still in 1st place. Good gap there, controlling everything really nicely there. You can see his tyres are in perfect condition actually, so he could probably afford to attack. We're going to go lower fuel actually and attack driving style. So let's see how he does. I'm interested to see two extremes here on the driving style and engine mode, I should say. So let's see how much pace he's got here. Behind is Mello's pit onto another set of super soft tyres. Sadat's now up into 2nd place. So we're looking very, very good at the moment in this. Mello in super soft. You can see Mello's already made 1 pit stop and he's right behind Sadat. So clearly showing Sadat was down the order. And you know what? Let's back them up. Let's try and back up Mello. Let's help out Cruz. Back up Mello. And let's see, look at this, lovely, defending really hard there. Then we're going to push normally on the straights, but we'll try and back up Mello into the corners here. So back him up again through this section, mate. Back him up, back him up. Look at this, we backed him up so much that he's actually falling back into 4th place. This is working absolute treat here. Absolute awesome strategy, backing them up. And it's really working out quite well because Cruz is still going well on his soft tyres on this lower fuel. So Sadat doing the work here, and the pace is actually improving as well, so not too bad there. So doing good, doing good, doing good. I think we're going to pit them both on the next lap actually though. But Sadat doing well, backing them up a little bit. Bit of a cheeky tactic, bit of Ferrari tactics there, using our 2nd driver to help the first out, but it's working quite well for us. Okay, so here is Cruz. We're going to use the fuel up now, overtake mode, push hard, and we're going to go in for this lap. Another set of soft tyres. We've got 8 laps on these. Hopefully we can go 9 laps on the other set of soft tyres. I'm going to go and fill up the fuel, 9.7. Parts are all good. Look at that. Oh, lovely and green. Pit strategy. We're going to go on balance. A few of you guys have been having to go at me, not going on fast every single time. So we'll go on balance and see how that goes for us. So we're going to fast forward that. Sadat, where is he? Okay, we're going to make sure we back up people a little bit. Back up Mello. But we're going to come in this lap, I think. Yeah, we are going to come in this lap. Oh, that's going to be close. That's going to be close. I think we might have done it a little bit too late there. But we're going to go for another set of soft tyres. Fuel them up nice and nicely. Fit parts all good. We're going to go fast for this one, see how that goes. But I think we'll just about make it into the pits. No, we won't. No, we won't. Okay. A little bit annoying there. We won't make it into the pits. That's fine, though. That's fine. We'll go 1 more lap. So drag out Sadat a little bit more and hinder these guys in 3rd place. Meanwhile, Cruz far out in the lead. So the backing up we did with Sadat is really working out for us. So we're going to go medium on the... Actually, we're going to go neutral on that. Overtake on the fuel. Let's see how that works out for us. But Sadat, low fuel, still in 2nd place though. So on really worn soft tyres, he was keeping ahead of Mello on super softs. That was really encouraging actually with Sadat. So he comes in, good on the pit stop. He's down in 12th place, but he'll come out now. And there you go. So Sadat out in the world in 12th place. Hopefully he can do some bits on the soft tyre and he can make up some positions. Meanwhile, Cruz in a world of his own, looking very comfortable in 1st place. Very, very comfortable in 1st place on lap 11. So the temperature is going to go up a little bit. I feel like we want to get it up a little bit by pushing. But the fuel we'll put on medium. And basically, let's see how that works out for us. At the moment, we're just really controlling the pace. I'm just thinking. So we went 8 laps in softs. 9 laps now, hopefully, on this set. So that will be 17 laps gone. And so we'll have 6 laps to go. We could then go on another set of soft tyres and just really push on that set of soft tyres. Or we could go on super softs. How much do the super softs last for Cruz? 9 to 11. Okay, it might be worth to go on the super softs right at the end. I mean, so far, these two, Mello, Valdez, Cavalcanti, all these guys have gone on 2 sets of super softs so far in the race. So they've gone super soft, then soft probably. We've gone soft, and then probably super soft right at the end. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's going to be our plan. But for now, looking good on the fuel. We're actually going a little bit lower fuel, try and stretch this out a little bit more. But we're going to keep on pushing because it looks like the temperatures aren't going up too much. Sadat, let's have a look at him. He's in 10th place, so he's overtaken some people, so doing well at the moment. Tyres looking a little bit too hot and cooked, so we're going to go down to neutral for him and high on the engine mode. Try and catch up to 6th place, but at the moment, Sadat doing a good job, although I don't want to jinx it because we said that far too many times on previous episodes and it's not worked out. Although, Look at this. It's starting to rain. It's starting to rain a little bit of drizzle. Although, if you look at this indicator, towards lap 17, it's only going to be a light drizzle, so we might not need to make a pit stop for wet tyres. So make sure that doesn't deceive us. It may be raining, and it may look like we can see the raindrops on the screen a little bit, but it is going to be remaining dry enough for the dry tyres still. But look at this, Sadat battling away for 6th and 7th. He drops down to 8th, actually, unfortunately, but the temperatures are coming back down, actually. Here at Silverstone, or not Silverstone, Guildford, I should say, the temperatures are really dropping down quite fast, actually, so we can afford to go to neutral, bring the tyres back into condition, and then push again and use the temperatures up. So Sadat battling away still. He's dropping down the order, though. He's back down in 9th. Cruz still looking good. There's 16th place, but where is 2nd place? 2nd place is quite some way away, I think. So, yeah, look at it. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at the distance Cruz has got. He's doing wonders. If he doesn't win this race, you guys can kill me in the comments. You guys can kill me in the comments because we have to win this race. Surely. There's no way I'm mucking this up. Unless I do a Red Bull Monaco. That's the only way I'm mucking this up. But at the moment, he is looking so good. Right, sit rep as we go on towards lap 18. This will be, we'll go one more lap. Oh my God, that's low fuel. That's really low fuel. That's really low fuel. I just saw that. That wasn't enough fuel to make it there. Oh, this is very close. This is going to be very close. Cruz is going to pit this lap onto a set of super soft tyres to go to the end of the race. Going to fuel up for those 10 laps. Yeah, we'll pit for 10 laps. We're going to use more fuel out there. Pit strategy will go balance. We'll go balance. But he is going to be on low fuel. So this is going to be very close to Cruz. He does have the room, though, to do it. He does have the room. So I think he'll just about get to the end on the pit stop. Sadat's tyre deg is very bad, so he wants to come in soon. We'll leave him out for one more pit stop and go neutral there and go medium on the fuel. Leave him out for one more lap. But Cruz, oh, look at that. That is to perfection. Perfection, my friends. Perfection. Just made it in on time there for the refueling and the tyre wear. That was beautiful. Great pit stop on the refuel and good on the tyres. Looking dandy, looking dandy. Right, Sadat, you're going to come in, mate, onto a set of super softs. Fuel options, we're going to fill you up nice amount. Pit strategy will go balance again. Park condition looking good. Where is he on track? There he is. So he's going to come into the pits right here. Awesome pit stop. Cruz is loving that. He's loving life. We're going to go high on the fuel. We're going to go neutral on the tyres for now. We don't need to push so much on the super softs. And for Sadat, we're going to go overtake mode on the fuel. And we're going to go neutral on the pushing. Because I don't want him to wear his tyres out there. Because that's one thing. Consistently, over the course of the season, Sadat has been so bad at pushing on super soft tyres. Whereas Cruz has been fine. Okay, let's have a look at this. Cruz is in 2nd place. He's catching 1st place at the moment, so we didn't actually come out in 1st. But you can see the tyre wear is so bad for Sabato that we're definitely going to catch him up eventually. Look at this. We're already catching up. We got traffic actually as well. So here comes Cruz. Come on, blue flags. Lovely. Love your work here. Come on, Cruz. Let's push a little bit. Attack. The tyres actually going quite cold here. The super softs actually struggling for warm-up issues. Cruz into 1st place, but look at that. That's so weird. That's the first time I've seen that this season, that the tyres... any of the tyres have warm-up issues. The super softs are actually failing to warm up quite a bit. That's actually very intriguing there. But they're looking good now. Warming up a little bit. You can see the indicators going up just as we speak and we look at them. But Cruz in 1st place at the moment. Sadat in 12th. A little bit down the order, but he is in now 11th. Maybe overtake 10th place. And he could overtake potentially by the end of it. Maybe 9th place. Maybe 9th place. But these guys are probably going to the end. They'll probably have enough tyre wear to get to the end without having to be overtaken by Sadat, unfortunately. It's just the fact that Sadat starts so far down the order. It's the only reason why he can't catch up to people like Cavalcanti and Valdez, unfortunately. But here we go. We're on the last lap of the Grand Prix, lap 23, as we come through towards the end of the lap. We're in the last sector. We'll slow things down because this is going to be Cruz's win. This is going to be his 1st race win for Archer. And finally, we've done the job. We've done him justice. He comes over the line. He's won the British Grand Prix. Gets in there. I'm very happy with that because obviously I wanted to try and win the British Grand Prix. We said what we're going to do in the last episode at the very end to try and win this Grand Prix. And we've done just that. Meanwhile, Sadat's still racing away. He's up in 10th place. His 11th place man has fallen off a cliff. You can see also there that 11th place man also has some issues. But Sadat is going to get 10th place, it looks like. 9th place, ooh. One more lap, we could have probably got 9th places. He's very bad on his tyres. Cavalcanti Although, oh, what a move! Yes, Sadat! Oh, Sadat on the last corner gets 9th place. Brilliant work, mate. Brilliant. Sadat thought he would only get 10th. Last corner on the last lap, Sadat gets 9th. So 1st and 9th. What a great Grand Prix for us. Jar gets 5th for Garuda, but Burchamp in 12th place for Garuda, down in 12th. So overall, I think we may have outscored them there. So that is absolutely wonderful. Great race for us here at my home Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix. There we have it. 1st place with Cruz and 9th place with Sadat. We get the 1st place trophy, our 2nd win of the season. Really nice to see Cruz finally getting that, and he gets 20 points. So, in the championship, Sadat still in 7th place, moving down a little bit. Cruz making some movements now in 17th place. Obviously, the fact he came in like on the 3rd race did not help in terms of actually getting enough points to maybe climb up here. But slowly, another race win. And he could be up here, kind of fighting Cloudy in 12th place here of Octane Racing. So, looking pretty decent here for Archer. And even better, wow, look at this. 3rd place in the Constructors ahead of Excella, Silver and Octane. Remember, all these guys are going to be really bad with the durable tyres. So we're looking really nice. And we actually could potentially, with 2 races to go, I think, or 3 races, we could potentially try and make a move and try and overtake Eastwood for the championship. Garuda, unfortunately, out of reach here for this season. But to season 2, we could do that. But we could try and get Eastwood in this 1st season. And so we end the race off in the green, 267,000 plus. So again, we did go into the red last race, but now we're back into the green, earning some money there. And remember, all while we're doing this, we're taking 1 million away for next year's development. If you remember, in the finances here, we're taking 1 million away every single race. So that is really good that we'll be able to do that and still keep in the green there. So we've got some news: hard-fought victory, car condition update, race win. Cruz liking that race winner feeling. That will last for 2 weeks. Morale plus 15. Good to see that he's in good spirits there. And look at that. Lovely. Sponsors, staff, drivers. The only thing we need to improve is car headquarters, and we can definitely do that in the next season. Right, car repairs are done, so let's have a look at the cars. Improve parts. We need to improve reliability. No, it's all looking very, very good. So really, our guys have nothing to do. They're all idle at the moment. They've got nothing to do. So in that case, should we think about maybe spending some more on a new part? So gearbox is crucial for next race. That's 1 million. Brakes are 500,000. I want to do brakes because that's a little bit cheaper, but I feel like it's worth it as well. So in terms of the slot, deceleration plus 10, reliability plus 10, or deceleration plus 20 completely. I think we should go for outright deceleration, because if we look back at the actual parts we've got, reliability is pretty damn good right now in terms of the actual parts we've got right now for the brakes. So I think we'll just go 20 plus 20% deceleration, and I'm good with that. Components 50,000, so it's going to cost us 550,000. But I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Build time 19 days before the race. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Let's build it. Yeah, I'll spend 550,000. That's good. We're still nice in the green with 2.9. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And there you go. The new brakes have been fitted. So let's fit the parts here. Fit parts. And there you go. 91 performance to 99 that we've already got. But that's going to be... Obviously, we can try and improve that more and more. So we're going to keep these brakes in the kind of idle position there. And we're going to go in performance 20. Go all max 20. And try and improve. We can also improve the reliability there. So let's go half and half, shall we? Let's go... Ooh, 2 days and 7 days before the race. Yeah, we'll go with that. Mail. Let's look at that. Brakes finished. Yep, all good, all good. Right, reliability work is done now, so our factory staff is idle once more. If we go to improve parts, you can see now the performance is 107, reliability 100%. So now we go to fit parts here. Now we can give Cruz the new and better brakes. So now we've got Sabat on the 99 brakes, 100 reliability, and we've got Cruz on 107 on performance and 100% reliability. So looking all good. Nothing actually happened in between kind of cutting through there. Nothing, you can see just the factory staff idle. So we're going actually straight into the second race here, travelling to Tondela. We're going to the Portuguese Grand Prix once more for round 8 of the championship. So another double header, guys. So remember to smash that like button for 2 races once again in an episode. Let's go to practice for Portugal. Remember, the place where Sadat got 3rd place last time. Hopefully we can try and get a win, and Sadat can get even closer to another podium maybe for Portugal. Sponsors, again, we'll go with Northern Harbour, because I feel like we can get 1st place again with Cruz part fitting. Let's once again just check everything's all good. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm very happy with that. Continue on towards practice. Acceleration is crucial, sorry. Low speed corner is crucial, and top speed useful. Well, we've got plenty of that, and we just improved the brakes as well. That might help into the brake zones. So let's go. Right, very extreme setup for Sadat here with high downforce, oversteer towards the handling, speed balance, acceleration, and the downforce and the fact we want to go towards oversteer means I can run a bit of a longer gear ratio compared to Cruise, where you can see here I'm running a very aggressive short gear ratio, and also for him, he's got a wider spread of where he wants the setup here, so we have to do a little bit of work with Cruise to make sure we find the setup, but both on medium tyres. Once again, like we did last race, I want to try and get level 2 on medium tyre knowledge, because that really helped us out quite a bit. I feel like that really did boost the performance of both Cruise and Sadat on that set of tyres. Right, Sadat's finished his stint. He's going to come in, but you can see, look at the medium tyres once again rocketing up on the knowledge and race trim as well, as Cruise does a very long kind of stint. Obviously, I sent him out for 4 laps there to do his race trim stint, and so then we'll bring him in probably after this lap and then see how he goes in terms of how he's feeling for everything. So let's bring him in on this lap actually, but you can see Sadat there, we can actually do his setup, so he's looking great, poor, and then great I think that was. So a little bit of tweaking on the handling side, but downforce he's liking, so maybe even more downforce we could go with, and then suspension and top end speed he feels is great, acceleration good, oversteer he probably wants more actually. So I'm going to go for that. Soften the suspension, goes really a lot more towards oversteer, even more acceleration, gear ratios looking good, and then more downforce. Let's see how he likes that. So we'll go race trim. Now we'll go into the soft tyres with Sadat and see how he finds the soft tyres. Get a little bit of knowledge on the soft tyres just for the heck of it, but we can see here, Cruise still doing the work on the medium tyres, and we've got just about nearly, we'll get level 2 on the medium tyres. So Cruise is going to come in now. We'll see what he says. We'll send him out just for 1 lap there. So it looks like he really didn't like the setup there, but he got some great knowledge on the medium tyres. So that's good for the team as a whole. So let's look at this. So speed balance he feels is great. So we could go even maybe more towards acceleration. Handling a lot more towards understeer and a lot more downforce for him. Right, we've gone for a lot higher downforce, a lot more towards understeer, a little bit more acceleration, so you might like that. Gear ratio the exact same, because he said he liked the feeling of that. So now we're going to go 2 laps, soft tyre, probably won't even make it out for, probably just maybe 1 lap we'll make it out for, but we won't make it out for 2 laps. But that's fine, so it's looking good, it's all looking good. But what I'm really happy about is, again, we've got level 2 on medium tyre and race trim, which really, I feel, did make a difference last race. Interestingly enough, I'm just looking at this, look at the setup knowledge. Sadat's got higher knowledge than Cruise at the moment. All through since Cruise came in, he's been a lot faster at getting knowledge of the setup. But I think because Sadat's raced here at Portugal before, it's helping him out. Cruise didn't race at Portugal, so I actually think that's a actual genuine improvement in terms of Sadat being here before has better knowledge of the car compared to Cruise. So that's actually really interesting to see and really nice to see that that's sort of a thing that at least that's what I'm getting. I think that's the pattern here, is that because Sadat came to this circuit before, you can see he's going to end the session with a better setup knowledge than Cruise. Right, race time here. You can see on the indicator there's going to be no rain for very soon. You can see also it's going to get sunnier. So don't think we'll be needing the wet tyres just about yet, unless there's some freak shout at the end. But let's go with the empty slot as per usual. So we're going to go on race trim and, pit stop guru, 50% faster pit stops. That is very good. I'm going to go for that, actually. Let's change it up a little bit with Sadat. Let's go for that. And then for Cruise, we'll go both these two, because obviously he can't do sweeter spots because there's no qualifying. And then car setup. Okay. Poor. Both of them changed from okay to poor here, so they want to go the other way then. So Sadat maybe wants more understeer, and Cruise wants more oversteer potentially, but he's looking good and great on the downforce. Right, a little bit of different thing. I'm going to put Sadat on the soft tyre and Cruise on the medium tyre. I'm going to make sure that Sadat gets up the grid faster, because I think he's going to actually perform a little bit better potentially than Cruise, especially on the soft tyre maybe. Maybe not medium, because they both have the same knowledge. But on the soft tyre, maybe Sadat might perform better. As I mentioned just at the end of practice, I think because he's been here before, I think he's going to do better. So we're going to try something a little bit different, because last race, the problem was Sadat had good pace, but he was just too far back at the end of the first stint. So if we do a faster stint at the beginning, we could potentially get Cruise and Sadat closer on track together, and they could both maybe get a podium. Right, we can see Cruise is 4th on the grid here for the race start, and Sadat here in 14th place. Let's go to the Portuguese Grand Prix, the second Portuguese Grand Prix, in fact, of the season. 5 red lights from 4th and 14th on the grid. Here we go, and Cruise has got a pretty okay start. I thought he got a better getaway there. He goes down the inside of 2 cars. Oh my god, Cruise, what a move into turn 1. What an absolute stunner there from Cruz. Overtaking 3 cars in one corner. Gone on the inside of all of them. It's like AI on F1 2016. Cruz, absolutely amazing. Up into first place. Looking good on the medium tyre. Purple first sector. Looking nice. Looking nice. Sadat still in 14th. So he's not lost a position. Although I spoke too soon. He's down to 15th place. So it looks like these guys got a bit more top end speed compared to us down that back straight. So Sadat at the moment struggling a little bit. But both cars not having great tyre temps. I thought these tyre temps would have gone up faster than they are at the moment. So not looking too great for now, but I'm actually going to drop this down to just pushing at the moment because I don't want to wear these soft tyres out too much with Sadat. But Cruz at the moment leading the way, looking very, very nice. We're going to put it on medium fuel, but have him push so we can get the temperatures up, but not use too much fuel. But Cruz, all 3 sectors, obviously, he's leading the way, so he would take the fast lap of the Grand Prix. But for now, we want to try and get him away from second place and just do what he did last race. Sadat, meanwhile, is battling for 15th place. He's going down the order a little bit, although he goes around the outside there, and he's back up into 15th. The pace not so great at the moment, but I'm going to put him on attack here, get these temps up a little bit. Then we're going to go medium and push, and then probably neutral on the driving style. Okay, we've got a situation. Cruz has been overtaken for second place, so his pace has not been great. Tang on the soft tyre has been going quite fast, and you can see here that he's using the overtake fuel mixture at the moment. And so now Cruz moves down to 3rd place. All these guys attacking him now on the faster tyre, you can see, but all of them using overtake for good measure. But we're going a little bit long in this Grand Prix, so it's fine. It's fine. We don't need to really worry too much about it. Let's go on too high a little bit and make him push, but we're going to try and come back with him a tiny bit. But I don't want to kind of be forced into trying to follow what they're doing on the fuel, because we are on the slower tyre here. So with Cruz, we're playing the long game. Sadat, though, on the other hand, he's in 20th place, so he's really going down the order here. So we need to push and attack a little bit. So he's really going quite slowly. I'm not too sure why. Maybe the setup changes we made just ahead of the race weren't the ones we had to make, because he's going so slow. Look at that. He's going like a snail's pace. Meanwhile, Cruz's World in 3rd place, still fending off 4th place. But remember, again, these guys all on soft tyres. We're on the medium, so we don't need to be triggered into pushing too hard on the mediums, because they're going to have to pit very soon. Next 2 laps or so, we're going a lot longer into the Grand Prix than they are. Right, lap 5 at the moment. Cruz has overtaken Claudia. He's into 1st place. Some other people have made their pit stops at the moment, so we're looking very good in 1st place. You can see Sadat, though, is really not doing too well on his tyres. Really not doing too well. We're going to bring him in at the end of this lap, but I just don't know what it is. He just has no pace at the moment. In 13th, but really struggling. So we're going to come in medium tyres now. Hopefully, because of the knowledge we've got on the medium tyres, he'll do a lot better. Park condition, fine. And we're going to go for a fast pit stop, trying to get really crunching the time there for him. But yeah, tyre wear pretty poor. Yeah, I can see that, Sadat. But yeah, looks like the lack of knowledge on the soft tyres really has hindered Sadat. So actually, that's something to note. Maybe if we don't get at least level 1 on tyre knowledge, there's no point going on the tyres at all, maybe. So Sadat really going down the order now as his tyres really fall off a cliff. Cruz, though, at the moment, still doing well. 3.5 of fuel, and he's got half the tyre wear left, so he's really doing well on the medium tyres. Sadat, good pit stop for him, so he's out in 16th place, it looks like, at the moment, so not too bad. So he was at one point in 20th, but now he's looking good. So we're going to go, yeah, neutral, overtake engine modes, and we'll try and overtake these cars. Oh, Sadat, lovely. Oh, look at this. Okay, here we go. Medium tyres working a treat a little bit. Sadat getting in the wars here, up into 15th place. He tries to close up on 14th, which will be Arbeloa, our main man, and also Dembele. We're seeing them a lot with Sadat, although Sadat now falls down the order a little bit in 19th. So once again, promising start for Sadat, but then he really falls off a cliff. Look at that. What is going on? What the hell? Sadat, you're so shit. What's going on now? Come on, man. You were here. You got a podium here in the last race at Portugal. What on earth is going on with you, mate? Right, meanwhile, in Cruz as well, let's have a look. He's on lap 9 at the moment. Tyres looking good. He can probably go one more entire lap here, and then we'll pit in, and the fuel will just about be critical to make it into the pits here. So we're going to go in one more lap around the final corner. We'll have enough fuel just about for this lap. Low fuel, you can see, so low strategy there on conserve. And so we're going to go attack on the tyres, use them out, and now we're going to come in this lap. So we're going to go into another set of medium tyres. We've gone 10 laps, so we'll go to lap 20 on that set. We'll go max fuel there. On the park condition, all good. We'll go balance pit stop there, pit in this lap. We'll just about make it on fuel, just like we did last race. Perfectamundo. Right, Cruz comes in, perfect on the fuel, 0.13, you can see there. Pit stop, good refuel, good tyres, lovely, love your work. So we come down the pit lane, we're going to go down to third place, these two battling away, but we're on fresh tyres, so let's go for the overtake here and try and get past them very, very quickly. Oh, Cruz, lovely move on fresh tyres, up into second place, love it, keep on pushing, we can get first place here very, very shortly. Come on, this is Tang on very worn medium tyres compared to us. Cruz comes round. Oh, nearly makes a move around the outside. Come on, mate. Use the tyres up a little bit. Make the move, and then we can go drop down. Actually, oh no, we're down to third. Okay, we need to play this tactically. Down to neutral. Don't want to wear out the tyres too much. That's... Oh my god. What? Okay, what was that? The tyre just went completely gone. He locked up, I think, and the tyres just went. Okay, we have a situation now. We have to do some real conserving now, because now Cruz has really mucked that up now. He overtakes for second place, overtakes maybe for first place on cruising. Look at this! Cruz is making a move for first place whilst conserving his tyres. Okay then, Cruz into first place. Love your work, mate, while conserving the tyres. But, yeah, we have a situation now. He locked up, so he really used a lot of his tyre wear. So, we've now really got to watch the tyre wear to get to lap 20. Right, lap 14 at the moment. Sadat in 13th place, going down a little bit, just being overtaken by what was 13th place man Cavalcanti. But Sadat looking okay on the tyres, 50%. Fuel's dropping down a little bit, so I'm actually going to tell him to attack. He may as well use the tyres out, as we have to come run for a pit stop in 2 laps' time. But at the moment, Cruz, meanwhile, looking good, 52% tyre wear. 5 laps of fuel left, and we're pushing the fuel a little bit more. We're now going to go on to medium fuel, I think. Yeah, we'll go on to medium fuel, and we'll just keep it there. So he's looking good right now, just conserving the tyres, stretching them out, just keeping it calm. Sadat, meanwhile, jumps up into 12th place. So some people have made their pit stop yet. There you have. So we might come in for an earlier pit stop, I think. Yeah, we're going to come in this lap. Medium tyres, fuel options, we'll go on to 10 laps. That'll take us to the end of the race, theoretically. And pit strategy will go on fastest time for Sadat. So he's going to come in the end of this lap. And we're going to go to the end of the Grand Prix. Whereas Cruz, we're going a lot more into the Grand Prix. 4 laps more, actually, in fact. And then we'll go on to a set of another, again, medium tyres and really push those out. Although his pace is dropping a little bit, so we might have to come in a little bit earlier just to kind of cover off people. Let's see. We can burn some fuel here now. And use the fuel up a little bit more. Right, we're going to pit Cruz in this lap now. I'm going to put onto another set of medium tyres. Fuel, we need 8 laps to the end. So I'm going to put him on... I'm going to put him on 8.7. Yeah, that's fine. 8.7 park condition. Actually, you know what? Let's put on one more lap so he can really push on the fuel. Pit strategy will go balance for him. So pit in this lap, mate. So your tyres looking pretty good. So pretty much perfect time to come into the pit. Second place man will overtake us, Valdez, and also Claudia probably. But Cruz will have the superior tyre wear. So we should be able to re-overtake them on track. But here we go. Refueling. Good. Nice. So here comes second place somewhere. Or not. Oh, wow. Cruz. Lovely stuff, mate. Lovely stuff. He's come out in first. Brilliant stuff from Cruz there. Brilliant. Right, lap 20 at the moment. Cruz, at the moment, we've got him on neutral pushing, but engine mode high because he's got so much excess fuel. 6.3. We've got 5 laps left to go, so you can see the excess there. Sadat makes a move up into 13th place. We've got him on a bit of excess fuel, but now I'm going to drop that down to medium. So going medium. His tyre temp's in a good place, so hopefully he can catch 12th place, but it looks like he's only going to get 12th or 11th at best, maybe, if people drop off on the tyres, unfortunately. So what was looking like maybe a good Grand Prix for Sadat, having knowledge of Portugal, once again, a very similar race to the last one, really. He's around that area, around 10th, I would say, by the end of the race. So Cruz doing a fantastic job out ahead, just managing the race like an absolute boss. Right, 3 laps remaining at the moment. Cruz still in first place. You can see we're still on overtake mode on the engine, and we're still not on. We're just about now just stopped being on excess fuel, so we'll put that to neutral. We'll tell him to push a little bit, but he's got a good gap in first, so it looks like pretty much the win is sealed for us today with Cruz. Meanwhile, with Sadat, he's falling down the order. Pace not being great on these medium tyres, and people around him on soft tyres have overtaken him, like Cavalcanti and Mello. So, unfortunately for Sadat, looks like a 16th place maybe where he's finishing. Really quite low, but yeah, I think the sun is setting on Sadat's time here for the team. He did well for us at the beginning, but I think by the end of the season, we are definitely have to try and replace him and try and get a superstar lineup of Cruz and someone better, because Sadat really not cutting it at the moment. But anyway, here we come. We've got excess fuel still now on the final lap of the Grand Prix, but we're coming through. We're going to soak this in. Cruz, 2 wins on the trot. So we got 2 podiums in a row. I mucked up the win on that second podium, but now, in this episode, complete flip, we're going to get 2 wins in a row. Dominant fashion as well with Cruz. He is shown to be the absolute superstar he actually is. He comes across the line. It's 2 wins in a row there for Cruz. Lovely, lovely stuff. Awesome stuff, mate. That is absolutely fantastic. Guys, smash that like button for 2 wins in a row. That is fantastic. And meanwhile, Sadat on low fuel. He comes through the last sector. He's run out of fuel. He'll come across the final corner, and it will be that 16th place he was in already. And so that's a little bit disappointing for him. And I think that, yeah, he knows that sucked. And I think really, at the end of this season, it's time to call it quits on Sadat and fire him. But Cruz, fantastic job. Fantastic job. First place, 2 wins in a row. There you have it, the third first place trophy that we've got for Archer here, and we're going to continue on, and now we can see Sadat in 8th place, Cruz up into 15th, so eventually, Cruz could technically leapfrog Sadat with 2 races to go. I think there still is left, and the Constructors, we're closing up on Eastwood. We're only 5 points off Eastwood, so we could go for 2nd place in the championship. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you think we can get 2nd place in the championship. It would be absolutely amazing, because I really didn't think so. Remember, our objective was 8th place. We told the press and our chairman 8th place would be our objective for this season, and now we're battling for 2nd. That is just absolutely awesome. And we get another green weekend of 267,000 bonus, thank you very much, and another 1 million in the bank for next year's car. But guys, that has been this episode, so we're going to round it off there. So leave a like if you did enjoy it. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'm new around here, do subscribe. For at the moment, well, I've been doing daily Motorsport Manager. I'll try and see how far I can keep it up. But guys, it's been absolutely amazing to see the sport for this series. Thank you so much for that, and keep smashing the support, and you keep seeing more videos for it. So guys, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. I've been Aarava. Goodbye.